Hello. Having been back from Thailand just over a week now, I needed to get out, and the weather's been terrible since I've been back. Yesterday, it kind of picked up a bit and had a bit of blue sky, so I decided to go out for a bit, for a couple of hours, and to see how far I could actually walk on my leg now without it hurting. I'll show you some photos like this that I took yesterday, and a couple that I took before I went to Thailand, some time before I went to Thailand, on some zoo photos that I've kind of finished but I haven't shared with you yet. So I'll stop the rabbiting and I'll show you what happened yesterday. Morning. I'm at Middleton Lakes today. I've been back from Thailand not even 2 weeks, and this is the first day that's had a bit of blue sky. So I've come over to Middleton Lakes because my friend Roger told me it's starting to pick up a little bit here. And I've been here 5 or 10 minutes and there's a lot of herons. A lot of herons flying over. I went blank for a minute. So I should get a few shots of them, and I'm going to try and attempt to get to the lakes. Obviously I'm still suffering with my leg, my foot, my ankle, and I'm still off work, so I've got it all wrapped up today, and I'm going to take a slow walk to see if I can get that far. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see what happens. It's a lot colder than it looked this morning. I only stepped outside the house and, you know, tested the air, and it didn't seem that cold, but yeah, it is. I've also got some photos of some zoo pictures that I took just before I went to Thailand. I think it was just before, I can't remember, but yeah, I've got a few more zoo photos to share with you that I've finished that I haven't shared yet. Sorry if I'm not really looking at the camera. I'm watching my footing because with my ankle I still struggle on uneven ground, so I'm being very careful, and it's quite muddy. The next photo I want to show you, it's another one of these zoo photos, but I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different with it, so I took it to the absolute extreme in Photoshop, of really messing about with it just to try and come up with something different. This is what I come up with. I don't know if you like it, and I'm not sure myself, to be honest, but it's a change, so here it is. It's nice to get back out with the camera again after being away for 3 weeks and using the camera every day, and it's coming home to England and it being really grey and raining all the time. It's nice to have a bit of sun where I can actually get out and take some photos. Just got to find something to take photos of now. The main kind of subject that I saw yesterday while I was out was the herons. They've started nesting and there's quite a lot of them flying over. So I did manage to get quite a few shots of those, which was good. To be honest, I stood around waiting for quite a while, and a guy came over and he was talking to me, and I kind of missed a lot of the shots. and by then I'd stood around in that space for too long, and I just wanted to kind of try and move on before my ankle kind of seized up. And I know I keep going on about my ankle, but for those that don't know, I did my ankle in just before Christmas, and originally they just said it was a sprained ankle. I've had MRI scans before I went back to work, and they've actually said that I've torn a ligament, so it's taken a lot longer than expected to heal. So I'm still off work, and I'm still struggling to kind of walk around any kind of long distances, or be on my feet for more than like half hour. So like I said, I just wanted to keep moving around, and I didn't want to kind of waste all my day or all my time that I was going to be out in the one spot. So I decided to kind of move on a bit, but I got a few shots, so here they are. There was absolutely hundreds of the Blackhead Gulls out yesterday on the first lake, hundreds of them. Because the water was so high, there was only like a little spot of land in the middle, and they were all kind of fighting over that. I don't really like taking photos of the Blackhead Eagles because they're kind of boring, but I did take a few because I was unsure if I'd get many more photos while I was out. So I took a fair few of those. But like I said, they're kind of boring, but the faces kind of remind me of Morph, you know, Morph, the plasticine model. I don't know, just that round kind of face with the big eyes just reminds me of Morph. But here's a few of those photos that I took. There wasn't too many of the small birds around, like blue tits and goldfinches and things like that. There was only like a couple to start with, and the wind was kind of picking up while I was out, and I think that could have been something to do with it. But I wasn't too bothered anyway, because there's certain spots at Middleton Lakes where there's like tree stumps that are cut down where people put food on, and I've took that many photos there in the past. I kind of just walked past it now thinking, oh, it'd be the same kind of photo. But I took a couple of a dunnock, which kind of come out quite nice, that I liked, and a couple of blue tits in the trees. But again, nothing special, just a few random shots that I took while I was kind of trying to make my way to the lakes. Well, I made it to the lakes. Foot's not too bad at the moment. It's strapped up really well with the support, and I got my boots tied really tight. It's just starting to kind of twinge a little bit. I'm not going to do much more walking because I've got to walk back, so I think I'm just going to walk to the edge of this lake, and I think that'll be it for today. I'm quite proud of myself actually. I've done alright. When I kind of made it to the lakes, as I turned around the corner, I saw my friend Roger from the village. So we were talking for quite a while, but in the background there was a pair of great crested grebes, and they were doing their courtship, where they pass weed to each other and dance and flap about and all that kind of stuff. So I did a little bit of video footage on the camera of that, but only like a little bit, because it was really windy. And I think the actual part where, you know, the good parts where they're clacking beaks and, you know, bowing to each other and all that lot and shaking their heads, I concentrated more on taking photos than the actual video. But I got a few decent shots, so here they are. And my favourite shots of the day were the sedge warbler. At the side of the lake there was some reeds and there was this sedge warbler, and I only caught a couple of shots. He just flew. I saw him flying towards the reeds and I got a quick shot there, and then he spent about a minute, 2 minutes on these reeds, picking the seeds or whatever, and I got a few shots there. The reason these were my favourite, because I did nothing to the photos. I mean, the background, as you'll see, is like 3 different colours, but this was all the actual background. I haven't done any of this in editing, and I love it when photos just turn out like that and they look great straight from the camera. All I actually did was lower the blacks and raise the shadows a little bit, and just probably tweaked with the exposure, but that was all I did. I could have probably messed around with these photos a little bit more, getting a bit more detail, but as I said, I love it when it's straight from the camera and I don't have to touch it, so I've left them as they are. Well, I've had a little walk around, took a few photos, nothing special. It is picking up, but it's still fairly quiet and the water levels are quite high. I think I've got a couple of photos of some great crested, I forgot them, great crested grebes. You can tell I've been away and I've been away from the birds. I can't remember the names. And just coming back, I just seen a kestrel over here, so I took a few shots, but the sun was in the wrong place, so I don't know if that'll be any good. But anyway, thanks for watching, and please bear with me. Like I said, there's a couple more Thailand videos coming, and then it'll kind of be back to normal. Probably hoping to go to Brandon Marsh one day over the next couple of weeks once the weather picks up, where I'm basically guaranteed a photo of a kingfisher. So fingers crossed. I'll have some more kingfisher photos to show you soon. So thanks for watching, until next time. So that was it. Not really that much going on, but I got a couple of good shots and it was nice to be out the house for a change, and especially as the weather had perked up for a couple of hours. As I touched on in the video, I've still got quite a lot of Thailand photos to edit, and I'm doing them in kind of genres now, where like I can do street photography, wildlife photography, and some kind of random stuff. So there's probably 1 or 2 more Thailand videos to come, and then, as I said, it'll be back to normal then. That's all I've really got to say. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.